going to fill up the Zamboni tank first with water from this pond, and then we'll go over just sort of the construction of the tank portion and the water heating system I've got, and I guess then later we'll go over the sort of water layout part of it. So first I'm going to do is just open up this hole. So I keep the submersible pump in here over the winter, just as easy. I don't transport it, and it stays thawed out when it's under the ice. Just got to watch the cord. I just leave the cord up in the tree. And I've got this piece of 1.5" flex PVC, basically just pool PVC hose, which will connect to the pump. So this is, I think, a 2,000 or maybe 7,000 gallon an hour pump, something like that. Anyway, Princess Auto. It's like a waterfall pump for outdoor waterfalls. It fills that 50-gallon tank in about 40 seconds, so whatever that is. So hook that up, drop this in the water, and we'll plug it in and fill the tank. Okay, so this is my setup. This is just a Yardworks Canadian Tire little cart. So I just mounted this 50-gallon water tank on it and just put a valve there. And so we got it full right now, and picked up this water heater on Amazon. So if I leave this thing in for about an hour and a half, the water gets quite warm, like basically hot tap water. You can still touch it, but it's a little bit uncomfortable. That's how hot it makes it. So we got a generator out here because there's obviously no power down at the pond. So we'll plug this in. And we'll let that sit like that. Okay, well that's heating up. I just want to show you guys quickly how I patch cracks in the ice. So get a little bit of water here. Just want to get it sort of like that, sort of slushy, that type of thing. It's almost like a mortar, and I'll go show you a crack here and how we fix it. So there's a pretty good crack here. And since this is a shallow pond, they start to develop as the ice gets thicker. So it's like minus 18 Celsius here today. So it's really making ice. Last night it made a lot, and it causes some of the ice to heave. And when it heaves, you get these cracks. And then if you skate in the cracks, it makes them even bigger. So all I'm doing here is filling it in with the slush mix and scraping it off. And I got just a trowel here. You can use a shovel probably. You can't just fill the cracks with the Zamboni water because it'll just run out and it won't freeze. So we do this before the Zamboni. And they develop at where two cracks meet. So you'll see if you hit that with your skate, that would have popped out. So trying to dig it out a bit. Right there's another one. Clean it out. attach it. Okay, so water's heated up, ready to go. Just quickly go over my setup here. So basically, I've got a tube connected to the tank there, just a 1 inch, everything's 1 inch. I got a quick disconnect there, sort of like a fire hose. A piece of flex that goes down to, this is 1 inch white PVC that I painted black. I put a T on there, and this whole bar here is 6 feet wide. And then I drilled 1/8 inch holes every 2 inches on center underneath that drop the water down after the broom and before the towel. The towel is just an old bath towel, and I've got it mounted between 2 pieces of cedar screwed onto this plate here. So this plate holds the tube, the cedar, and it's welded to this piece of angle. And I got 2 36-inch shop brooms from Princess Auto. And I mean, when it's like kind of snowy, a little bit of snow, and you don't want to shovel it, they kind of push the snow out of the way and slowly disperse it behind the broom so that the water can take care of it. So I'm glad I put them in. I don't know if you have to do that. And then I welded 1 inch square tubing to the angle, and then this little setup here, I got a bolt I welded to this little cart, and basically that just drops down on there, and then I put a piece of fence wire in there and holds it on, and it can still pivot. So we'll turn this on, I'll drag it around the ice, I'll set the camera up, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's good to have the water nice and hot, and that's pretty much it. So the nice thing about it is you can totally take this attachment off of the tank. So when I'm done, I'll drain the tank, put the tube up on some, or the sort of brush tube thing up on something, and then I can take the towel off because it's mounted with screws right here, which I'm going to change to hooks so it's quicker, and I can put that inside overnight and it can stay dry and warm. So get going.